Go.
Let's get it.
You talking to the Cajun Squirrel Dog Vest wearing, Garmin Alpha wearing, Feist dealing, world champion, son of a gun.
And Cody Moreland.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till
We're not liable for your dog if you kill your dog.
on top.
Yo,
No, not liable.
give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.
Semi-professional squirrel dog handler.
Wanna bluff, I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
You talking
I like
to
it.
the Cajun Squirrel
What do you think here, boss?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
That's it. Plussed Up Podcast. First episode.
Number uno, one.
Shane Mason, Cody Moreland. We want to do something different. We want to talk about everything hunting dog related, the current, now, future, good things, bad things, you name it. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah. Man, I think we're here to inform and inspire. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it entertaining and talk a little shit. Have fun while we do it. Maybe poke the bear a little bit.
For those of y'all don't know, we'll also be on YouTube. So you can go over and see us actually talking. Both of us have mics. We're going to have guests. We're going to talk about current events, hot topics, Facebook questions. We're going to talk about it all.
Yeah, and as we get better, like the YouTube videos will get better. Like we'll have stuff popping up in the background and things like that.
Yeah.
We kind of suck at it right now.
Yeah, we're terrible. I mean, I guess I should be better since I've been doing it for a year and a half, but you know, I'm not.
You had
doing
never
this
done any video.
Never done any video.
Yeah.
We're gonna start calling you the Dark Knight. Don't take it home. Put it on me.
Yeah. Well, you were talking, so.
All right, Batman.
Yeah. Hey, check out this cool shirt. Treat my dog, bro. Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
That's not Theo Vaughn. That's your cousin, ain't it?
Yeah. His name is Mio.
Mio.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about the hot topics, current events, news desk. We're going to be talking about it all. This is a spot where it's not the traditional, I guess, where did you start with your hunting dog career and where did you end? We're going to be talking, I guess, kind of like the Pat McAfee show, if you will, or New Heights. We're just shooting a breeze and having a good time with it. So
what's been going on, man?
Man, hunting, ball, work, and I don't know if it's in that order.
You've been doing some training. You've been doing some training with your pup.
I do. I've got my little 7-month-old pup. He hunts like his tail's on fire, but we hadn't put it together. We got to do a little tree work. I don't know. We've got to learn the treeing aspect now. If he won awards for how much he moves, be pretty high. That little sucker covered several miles in an hour. So he bird dogs a little more than I'd like, but I figure once he decides what we're actually doing, he's probably going to figure it out and he'll move around a lot better. What about you?
Dude, I went out yesterday and I carried my stoner pup. He's pretty much half bird dog, half hound. Could be. I like that, by the way, the solo frame. But anyway, I carried Stoner out. He's not quite 6 months old. Or no, he just turned 6 months old. We treat yard squirrels, but man, turned him loose, set the woods on fire, went 400 yards a couple different times, ran a deer, cutting the woods up like you want them to. And
Gamey.
Yeah, pretty. Well, I mean, he ran one thing, but hunted out really, really good.
Them dogs ain't very old, are they?
6 months.
6 months. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, he went out. He made several loops, 400-yard loops, 300-yard loops. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, you got him, and you still got what's his name this week? Megatron.
Yeah, it's Megatron this week. He looked pretty good. Did some tuning, so he looked like a shit eater. Week and a half ago at the state line hunt, and so I was going to go to the Texas hunt, but I thought I needed to do some tuning, so I went with Tate Gordon and the Wizard, David Hildebrand, and David's hunting a walker dog named Hank. That's out of Hillbilly Knot. Hank's pretty young too, probably a year and a half old, but he's out of Hillbilly Knot and a bone collector bitch. That's a world beater, really. She's a super score dog. Her name's Sugar Free. Paul Mason has her. But anyway, Hank looked pretty good. Megatron didn't look bad, and Buck looked good. So
you talking about Sugar Free that never gets hunted?
Yeah, she's retired right now, I guess. It's on the shelf.
Paul, you gonna let that dog sit up?
Yeah, she's a hammer. Like, she's super nice. Yeah, one of the more honest hound score dogs that I've been with. Like, maybe the best hound score dog I've been with. Cleo's bad. I mean, Cleo's got a lot of accolades too. But I'm telling you, Sugar Free is, when she's tuned up, she's nice.
And he just wants to chase them old ringtails.
Yeah, he's a coon hunter.
We need to get Paul on here. Let him talk about coon dogs, and then we can trash on him about letting him have his world beater sitting in the pen.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he knows them. Like, he knows them very well. Like, he knows pedigrees, and he can tell you anything about a walker dog.
I got you. Well, one of the segments we're gonna do is the news desk. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't have anything in front of me. I'm not prepared at all.
Well, this is our first episode, and we're technically doing it a week early because I'm going out of town next week. So we just wanted to get one out there for y'all, just to get the buzz going, get us some questions lined up for the next episode. But they had a Kimmer cur hunt over here in Hamilton, Alabama. 28 dogs in the squirrel hunt, 14 in the coon hunt. It's pretty impressive. Now, they only have 3 hunts a year, I think, but still 28 Kimmer dogs. I didn't even know there was 28 Kimmer dogs still out there, but I think they're making a comeback. Apparently they got 28 pretty nice squirrel dogs, and I assume 14 of the same dogs hunted. I don't know about the winners. I never saw it posted. I don't know where you can find it at. Maybe some of the Kimmer guys can hit us up. Plus,
how many of them dogs are LMC registered?
I've only heard stories of one.
Zero.
One Kimmer dog is supposedly a LMC dog.
The all-time winningest LMC Kimmer dog is in Louisiana.
The all-time winningest LMC dog that's a Kimmer is in Louisiana.
His name's Bodco Bojangles. Bodco Bojangles. Owned by Jared Hughes.
Is he how many? That's a good question. How many Kimmer dogs are registered or as LMC dogs? Is that the only one you know of?
So I know it was 2 because I registered a Kimmer dog in the LMC, and she was a super coon dog. She had stayed treed for, this winter. So my dad would be riding around, like smoking dope or drinking beer or whatever, and she'd tree, and if he didn't feel like going to her, he'd just go home and go to bed. He'd wake up the next morning and she'd still be treed, and he'd go shoot the coon out.
Treed solid.
But she was real loose. Like
but she was still there.
Oh yeah. No, she wouldn't leave.
A dirt track around that tree?
Around the whole tree. Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
would it be
And,
90-foot circle or a 10-foot circle?
no. I mean, it'd be pretty close to getting to 15, but she'd still be there. Yeah, but she had an accident and didn't make it. So
That's tough. Yeah, I'm
it is
curious. I'd
tough.
like for somebody to reach out to us, plusedup@gmail.com, or we're going to have a Facebook page, Plussed Up Podcast. Shoot us a message. I would like to know the winners of them Kimmer Kerr hunts. And if y'all got any information on the Kimmer dogs, I'm curious if there's any other Kimmer dogs as LMC'd.
I think there's a female somewhere in Central to South Louisiana, and I think
You
she's
talking about the one
bred
I was
to.
talking about?
I think so.
Yeah.
She's bred
She
to
was, I'm trying to think of
some
that.
kind of trash out of Mississippi, ain't she?
Oh, here we go.
Huh.
Here we go.
Yeah.
They bred to Jack, Gunner's daddy. I'm trying to think of that dog's name. I was supposed to be on the list for, never heard nothing back. But I must not be enough dog man for him. But
You got to make a name for yourself.
I'm working on it. You know,
Get
just
some clout.
winning hunts and 2 podcasts and YouTube channels. You know, I'm doing all I can at the moment. Short of being a world champion, I guess.
Got to keep climbing.
You always got to
keep
set your
making
goals
plays.
somewhere.
You got to
Set
keep
your
making
goals
plays.
somewhere.
I know the light ain't on you right now. You got to keep making plays, baby.
What about some more news? Pro Sport Truck Hunt, Nova, Ohio. They hunted for a red 4-door Tacoma. Flat rock
Pretty nice looking
legs.
truck.
Yeah, red in color. Flat rock legs with Zach Burden won it. Them Burdens, they seem to be on a hot streak. That dog, I don't want to speak out of turn. I think that dog won the world or placed pretty high.
I don't know. I know the Burdens are, they're kind of like coon dog royalty.
Yeah. At the first ever Jarvis Humphreys hunt, I want to say the dad, the son, and a brother or something, they all won money at that $100,000 hunt.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hunt or the podcast with Bobby on the Coon Hunting University.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. Like he's a funny guy.
Yeah. Real good podcast. I guess you can still listen to the old episodes.
That's all I do.
You re-listen to them?
Mm-hmm. No, I never listened to them. Like I just started listening to Hunting Dog podcast about 2 months ago. And I thought, man, this world really needs another Hunting Dog podcast.
What about the OMCBA Fall Championship in Tennessee? I want to say it's Villanor. The Milam boys won it with Rambo. Rambo has won a junior world, a senior world, both of them in the UMCA, multiple state hunts. He seems to be a pretty nice dog. Them Milam boys has got, and he just won the hunt. I want to say it was 15 dogs over there. So that's pretty good accomplishment too.
Yeah. I don't know much about Rambo. Never drew him. Never hunted with him. Just from what I've seen online.
Yeah, he come from Lee Langley over there. Lee had him. Brandon trained him. D. Patton got
Rambo
him.
did?
Yes, sir.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I was unaware.
Yeah, Brandon got him and worked on him, and then D. Patton got him. I want to say just a little bit, maybe a month or 2 before he won his first junior world hunt, and then they sold him a month or 2 before, or just a short time before the Milams won the senior world with him, and they've had him ever since. And they pack him from some hills somewhere. I don't know where they're from. South Carolina, Kentucky, I don't know, West Virginia. They pack him out of them hills and they come over here and hunting them hunts, and they do pretty good when they come. I have to give them that. I guess if you're traveling that far, you planning on winning.
That's right.
So But that was that's the news I got for this week. It's kind of a
That's it.
little short week, you know. There was a few NSD hunts, only about 10 or 12 this past weekend, I think. I don't know if we get all the winners on a piece of paper. But
Well, hey, I got some news for you for the Texas hunt. So the winner was Bod Calbo. That's another state line dog. That's a half blue tick, half Walker dog that Dalton Rangel owns.
Mm-hmm.
Young dog, like probably a year old, something like that. He's I think they started putting him in hunts when he was like 5 months old or something. And I know he won some casts. I don't know if that might be his first one he's won. I'm not for sure, but there's won several casts and super young.
Now that's not the same dog that won the weekend before, is it?
Yes, yeah.
It's the same dog won 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, yep. And
Dang,
Brian,
he gonna be a squirrel champion in 5 hunts.
Yeah, and Dalton's dad Brian was handling him 2 weeks ago.
Heck.
Oh man, second place. So Shane Shriver and his son Cutter got second and third. I do not remember who got second, who got third, but they're hunting a dog named Shaker. I think Shaker got second. Yeah. I think Shaker got second. And I think Cutter was handling him. And Shane got third and was handling that Ben dog, a Porcupine Mountain Ben. I think. And I might be.
Oh, I thought Ben went out the first round. I might.
No, it was yeah, Shane and Cutter both. Shane and Cutter both placed. Second and third.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
I think.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Are you sure about that?
Huh? Yeah.
You sure about that?
Dude. Like,
mm-hmm.
Man, oh yeah, I'm sure.
I seen Wade was holding some money in there.
He just wants to be in the picture.
He's not very photogenic though.
Yeah, he just wanted to be in the picture. That was all his.
Holding. He got
put out. Yeah, he got put out first round.
Well, Alabama Division 4, Andy Curley's one of them sweet dogs. Cody Martin.
The champ dogs. Yeah, the
champ dogs.
They get like 1, 3, and 4. Is that what it was, or something like that?
1, yeah. 2 was Ken Grice's Porcupine Mountain Flow.
Yeah. 3,
High Oak Ellie Mae with Andy Curley. Yeah, he should have hunted sweet, I guess. And then High Oak Diamond, Kevin Heath.
Yeah. So Diamond's out of so Diamond is out of One Bad Bud. I have, matter of fact, my puppies, their mom and their dad are both out of One Bad Bud.
Really?
Yeah, no, but they're treating her. Bud was a half Walker, half bird dog.
What about who's got One Bad Bud?
One Bad Bud is deceased. Trawick had him in Arkansas, and he collected several straws off of him. And Casey Trawick, and I want to say, there's a bunch of straws off of him, but I think that Randy Stevens just picked up or just bred to him. Yeah, he's got a litter of pups right now. It's probably 3 months old, 4 months old. That's out of One Bad Bud and a Woody, Big Creek Woody female.
I got you. Well, let's move on here to Training Pen, where we're going to cover some training topics. You know, we're going to try to hit a topic here and there once a week. So if you was getting a puppy and we're breaking him to come to you. What would be some of the ways to get a dog established to coming to you?
How old is he? How's this puppy?
Let's say
3 months old, 4 months old?
8 weeks old, yeah.
I mean, if they're 8 weeks old, like I'm not doing any kind of collar training on them or anything like that. So I like my, if I get them in a hallway or, if I do have them outside, like I try to get them to where like they don't have a whole lot of free range. It might be in the pen. So like I have let's say a 4x10 pen or something like that. And I might play with them in there, call them to me, give them a reward, a treat. Now, when they get older, and this is why I said, why I asked how old they were. When they get older, so let's say they're 5 months old.
Yeah.
I'll get so like I want them to come to me every single time I call them. Not when they want to, not sometimes, not most of the time, every time. So, and this is part of the yard work that we do. And it's also getting them introduced to stimulation for the collar. So I use a long check cord, say 20 foot long, and I let them run around, and then periodically they might come by me. I step on the cord. Here, as I'm saying here, I'm pulling that cord, and they come to me, and I pet them.
Yeah.
Maybe give them a treat, maybe just some loving. Just rub them down. Turn them loose. Here in just a minute. Here. Once we have established here, and they come to me. Then so that might be one session. So then the next session, it might be I put the collar on them, and I start with just a tickle, just enough to where when I mash the button, I see them turn their head like, what is that? Now they're not screaming or squealing or any of that. This is just an introduction. So I put the collar on them. I establish a point of stimulation to where they notice it. Have the check cord on them. Here, and I have the button pressed down. So I'm holding the button down. That it'll go off in 10 seconds. So if they're further than that, which they should get to you within 10 seconds, but if they don't, you have to mash the button again. So you hold it down here, and when they get to you, you release the button. When they get to you and look at you, you release the button, pet them up, reward them, and then, dude, I made a video of this not too long ago and put it on like the State Line Facebook page, and like I'm like 2 sessions, and I had these puppies here, and I would stimulate, and when they would run to me, and when they got to me, they would look at me, and I turned the collar off. So we're teaching the dog to turn the collar off.
Yeah.
With the here, so here, and you apply the stimulation, and when they get to you, you release the stimulation. So they learn to turn the collar off. And it doesn't take that long either.
Yeah, I do the same. I do similar. I give them treats when they come to me and slowly wing them off. But even the dogs that come to me, I still like to call them over there. And when they get there to me, I just love on them. That way, every time I call them, it's not a chore. They're getting something out of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, I jumped on Facebook real fast. So yeah, first place was Blue, Dalton Rangel. Second place was Lucky Kennel, Jammin' Shaker with Cutter Handling. And then third place was Porcupine and Mountain Bend with Shane Handling.
Okay. I just want to test you there.
Yeah. We got, see, don't doubt me.
Well, I don't know until I ask. So, what about hot topic of the week? I got a couple. We're going to actually let one guy come on here and talk about one, but let's see here. I seen a little Facebook drama about you, buddy.
Which one?
What you think, man?
Who, you talking about Tomcat?
Tomcat. I like Tomcat, but
Dude, Tom's a super good guy.
Somebody's either I don't know. I wasn't there, so. But I know all the dealings I've had with Tom, he's been straight up with me.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about is the deal with somebody was trying to buy a dog. And they messaged Tom for a reference, and then they said that Tom bought the dog out from under him. There's three sides to every story: his side, and the truth. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know Tom's a super good dude, and he's not a shady character at all. And it might just be some miscommunication or something like that.
Yeah,
but I
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I seen Wade on there. He's he done got stirred up.
Yeah. Well,
he's giving life advice, and I don't know. He's giving quite a few
things. Look, he may have done the guy a favor, like Wade said.
Well, like I said, all we're seeing is his side of the story. I mean, it might be the truth. It might be a lie.
Well, so it might be his version of the truth.
Yeah.
Whenever you let's say you had a wreck in a parking lot, and it was probably both of you, both of your fault. Both parties at fault. But the way you tell it is like, he come out of nowhere and hit me. And, the other guy's like, hey, dude, was on his phone. It's probably just some miscommunication is what it is.
Or a light pole. If you hit a light pole, I mean, is it your fault or
fault.
Is it the person that put the light pole up there?
Power company's fault.
I mean, who puts poles in the middle of parking lots?
Hey, my old man hit one of them poles in Walmart one time.
Was he doing any extracurricular activities?
Who knows? Probably.
Huh?
Probably. Yeah, like bent bumper and everything. Bang.
Man, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna try to get our buddy on here. Let him do a little talking.
He's fired up.
Oh, he's got some talking to do.
Yeah, Ducie fish.
He's got some.
I want to see a picture of the puppy.
Well, he might have a picture of the puppy he could send us.
Yeah, then I can form my own opinion. I might side with OMCBA. Don't rescue that thing.
If Ducie comes on here and you say, let me see a picture of it, and you said, I think it's got too much, whatever in it.
It's too much ticking.
Too red tick.
Yeah. You trying to rescue that thing as a red tick or a mountain curve?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, a little background before he gets on here. You tell the story while I'm writing him a text message telling him getting on.
So I'm going, and I vaguely know the story. So this story's going to be, like my version of
somewhat
of
partial.
The truth. Yeah, like it's going to be truthful. So anyway, seems like that Ducie raises a lot of puppies. Never had any issues registering the puppies, and he sold a pup to a fella in Texas. And evidently he sent the photos in to the OMCBA, and they're saying that, hey, this pup might not meet the breed standard, and he may have too much ticking. I don't even know what the breed standard is, but he may have too much ticking on him, and they wanted him to bring the dog to Jamestown, Tennessee, which is probably like 14 hours, like a 14-hour drive for this dude.
And, it was way too far.
Yeah, he's not Yeah, he's not a competition hunter, or there's 2,000 members in the OMCBA, and they have about 200 of them that are like about 10% competition hunt. So this guy, and I don't know his name, but he's going to drive like 14 hours just to get a dog registered. I wouldn't have done it. Now, I believe that Dale and Vicky over there, they raise the Stevens dogs, and Dale's on the board now. I believe he's going out of his way to drive down and meet with this guy and see if they can't get that puppy registered. Now, if he doesn't meet the breed standards, he shouldn't be registered.
Well, that's true. Now, I want to say it says something about can't have white past the neck, across the withers, and it cannot be open spotted. I had to read up on them, but
yeah,
it says something like that. Now, I don't know if that open spotted means they can't be a white spot on his back, or if it can't have ticking. But
hey, what if Ducie shows you a picture? He looks like a Dalmatian.
Right here he is.
Yeah. Hey, fix your camera, Ducie. There he is.
Can you hear us?
Can I hear you like you're sitting in my damn living room?
Hey, I feel like I'm sitting in your living room.
I feel like we're in there too. I can see your can lights. You need to change
it. Watch your mouth.
What are you doing, Ducie?
That. Man, I've been working on a tractor all evening. Just came in.
What kind of electrician has burnout light bulbs in his house?
That's not burnout, dude. That's the smoke detector. I beat it with a broom.
I got you. Well, Ducie, we was telling a little bit about what's going on. You know a little more of the story than we do. So we're going to let you have the floor. What's going on with this OMCBA puppy?
So, are we up and live right now?
Oh, yes, sir. We're rolling.
Oh, great. Okay. Here's what's going on. And before we
come into the lines then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're coming in hot, baby.
I love it. I love being the first hot man there is. All right. Before we get started, I want to say I don't mean any harm to anybody in the OMCBA, but here's what's happened. I bought a Jeep back in late January from Randall Gilcrease and lives over in East Texas. He was ready to get rid of her, and I bought her, and they had bred her to Rastus, which is a half brother to my Razor dog that Lance Hughes owns, and that's a Hummer by dead end termite dog. I believe I'm right. And so timing worked out perfect. I had all my good Jips bred here, so we hunted her all of January, all of the end of January, all of February. And really super nice dog. Well, when the puppies came in, I did what I was supposed to do. I sent in the OMCBA papers. There was some hiccups on her NSD papers. They had never been completely done right. So I said I'd just OMCBA them. She is a dog out of a jukebox dog and a Thundersport dog. She's blue and she's a little rough-haired. She's not your usual pretty blue dog. So we raised this litter of puppies. They got up there 6 or 8 weeks old, and I put them on Facebook for sale. And anybody can check my Facebook ads to see what the puppies look like. So this would have been like February, March, maybe the first day of April, something like that. So everything's great. I get all of them sold. I don't remember how many it is. And I sold one to a guy over in East Texas, Zawala, Texas, or something like that. And him and his wife came over. His name was Chris Wade. So I sent him the puppies. I mean, there's 6 or 8 for him to choose from. He picks a puppy. Well, he calls me about, I don't know, a month and a half later, and he said, "Hey, have you had any problems with any of these puppies?" And I was like, no clue what you're talking about. He said, "I called OMCBA today after I emailed the pictures to them trying to get their permanent papers, and they said she has too much ticking on her, that she resembled a hound." And I said, well, I mean, we can DNA them if they want to hear that. And I know that is probably like the most dangerous words ever in OMCBA. And I was like, they are what they are. I know the man I bought them from is not going to lie to me. So they called, I think, Duval Walker. His name's actually on the papers of Rastus. I think him and Lance may own him together. I'm not sure. Everything was good. Everything said, yeah, we bred her 3 times. Ducie picked her up. Everything was good. So I didn't hear back from the guy. I told him, I said, look, if you can't get her registered, I know you want OMCBA papers. That's what you bought. But I will get you some NSDs or NKCs or whatever you want. I'll get her registered for you. And I even agreed to pay for it. Well, I didn't hear back from him, so I thought all was well. Well, yesterday he called me and he says, hey, man, he said, they told me to call after the fall hunt. And he said, I called him today, and I don't know who he spoke to. I assume Miss Judy. And like I say, I'm not bashing Miss Judy. She's helped me a million times with paper. She's that guy, that lady, I guess. And I said, well, what do they want you to do? He said that they talked to all of the board of directors and that it was kind of a split decision on whether or not to register the pup because he had ticking on his legs. Now, mind you, the female does have ticking. She's 7 years old. She's got ticking down her legs. And I said, so what do they want you to do? He said, they want me to load this puppy up. Now, mind you, he lives in East Texas, probably literally 16 hours from Jamestown, Tennessee. And they want him to load this dog up and be there in December where they can make a decision on the dog. And of course, Mr. Motormouth here, I had to put it on Facebook because I think that is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard of in the world. We have papers. We have puppy papers. We all know that there is a bunch of bull going around on different papers, and that's what I feel like I'm a victim of. I feel like because other people has beat the system, they want to pick on a puppy that's got some ticking on it. And I was like, well, it's no chance of it having hound in it unless maybe a few generations back. And said, I don't know. So that's where we're at right now. And of course, I posted it on Facebook. I got a message from Cliff Robinson, which is a board of director, and he told me that he never got asked anything about this certain dog at the meeting there for the board of directors. And now I asked Chris Wade to contact Dale and Vicky Stanley, I think their name is. Dale Stanley, I know. Because, what's the chance of having a guy in East Texas on the board of directors? So he did contact them yesterday, and I think they're going to get some pictures there today and see what they can do. But my point in this whole thing is, come on, man, this is the 21st century. I mean, we got better ways. Look what we're doing right now. 3 of us are sitting on video talking like we're next door, and we're what? Yeah, look at that dude. He's a beast. And we're probably from 2 to 5, 6 hours apart. Oh, yeah, he's a Dark Knight, all right.
Yeah. Can you see him right now?
I see that silly shirt he has on. What's on the eyes?
You can't see his face, though.
Oh, no, he's dark. He's camoed.
Yeah, tree my dog, bro.
Tree my dog, bro. But here's what gets me with the whole thing. So let's just say this guy brings this dog to Jamestown, Tennessee. What are they going to do? Look at it? Oh, yeah, this dog is definitely a dog. It has a butthole and teeth, but we're not sure who its mom and daddy is. Yes, you are. I sent you the papers.
So what about
two good qualifications of being a dog?
Yes. What about the breed standards, Ducie? What does the breed standards say about ticking?
I honestly don't know. I haven't looked, but now, of course, being that I stirred something, I saw somebody write something on Facebook today about how much white can a dog have, and it was like not past the front shoulders, no open spots, and no more than 33 1/3% white on the dog. I understand. I mean, I agree with all that. Yeah, I mean, I want to see their tape measure. I mean, let's figure square footage. Is that what we're doing? How do we get 33 1/3%? I
Well,
mean,
there's only one question I've got that I think would make it right. Are you going to take that dog to Tennessee for that guy?
no, I'm not taking that dog to Tennessee. Now, if I go to Tennessee, if I was going to Tennessee, I would load that dog up and take it. But I think that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I mean, that's almost inhumane to ask a guy to drive 15 or 20 hours for somebody to look at his dog and say, oh yeah, this is definitely what the papers say. I mean, let's get away from it. Let's draw a little saliva out of them and let's see what they are. But Mark Morrison broke that up too long ago. We'll never be able to do DNA again, and I'm so proud for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't grinning back there.
Yeah. So yeah. So like my deal is on the so like a breed standard. So I wrote the breed standard for the national sporting Feist. Word for like all of it from front to back. And let's say I have a male dog that's registered as a Feist, meets all the requirements, and I have a female that's a Feist, meets all the requirements. They have a litter of pups, but one of them's too tall because there's really no color restriction on it. But one's too tall. You can't register it as a Feist. Now, if it doesn't, so you have a breed standard to meet a type. So if it didn't meet the breed standard, I could understand not registering it. But the mother has ticking, didn't you say?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So and the dad's brindle.
Yeah. Is a puppy, did he come out like a German short hair? Like he looks like a Dalmatian? He got ticks all over.
well,
Quilla DeVille chasing this dog around or what?
I wouldn't go quite with the German short hair, but maybe a little bit of pointer blood in there somewhere. I mean, maybe a generation or two back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but it's definitely not enough to say that this dog won't make it. I mean, look, here's
Where'd
my
you
deal.
Say you got it from? Soot Miller?
No. Hell no. I mean, them are fine dogs. No, East Texas, cur dog. I mean, I could almost walk out to the kennel and show you right now. I mean, she's just a blue jip with a lot of white on her, but not more than 33 1/3%.
If you say this dog has papers and take a picture of it with the ticking, and then send a picture of the puppy, well, what's the deal here?
I don't know, and I will say them.
You would think you could see.
Mama, don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I apologize. We're cutting each other off. I'll say this: you'd think you could send some pictures, maybe a little bit of video of the dog, and they could say a definite yes or a definite no, instead of why don't you just drive, across the country to maybe even get a no.
Yeah, that's the whole part with me. The guy that I'm dealing with, Chris Wade, he said, he's a cop. He said, I believe I might get one of my public defenders to ride with me and let them hear the conversation. And he was joking, of course. And I was like, man, that it's just, I can't fathom that. I mean, we're all grown people now. And we got dogs running around with false papers. And when they get brought up at these meetings, it's kind of like, shut your mouth. Don't you dare say that name because we can't talk about that. And then I probably do register, I don't know, I'm going to say 10 or 12 litters a year. Maybe not quite that many, but close, a bunch. And it's what I like doing. I'm that guy. I love raising puppies. And so it's not like they've ever had one problem with me ever before. And so why would you pick this one dog? All the rest of the dogs, I suppose, has got their permanent registration. So my deal is, how can one puppy have it and the other one not?
Hey, was there any other that were kicked up like this pup?
Yeah, there was one black and white male dog that was ticked up. Probably, I know more than this pup, but he didn't make it to registration. He had a car accident.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, he run out in the road.
Yeah, he got dirt rolled, I think, up in Arkansas.
I got you. I hate it for that though. Huh.
I can tell you
Well,
do. It's bothering both of us.
you know, well, here's my biggest problem. So we have dogs that have been proven, whether it be other registries or whatever, that they are not properly papered.
Sure.
And then we're not going to say nothing about them, but we have a mama that's got OMCBA papers with ticking, and the puppy has ticking, and there's a problem here. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
one good side,
100%.
one thing I will say for the OMCBA, Judy Poole will get your pay. I don't even know that the ink had dried by the time she got them back. Them son of a guns,
100%.
she gets them back.
You can send them in on Monday, and by the following Monday, they're at your house. That lady is top notch. I will never knock her. And listen, here's the next thing. I bought a bunch of semen off of a dog named Big Play Ray, okay? And I didn't know how the semen being stored worked. So I called Miss Judy, and she connected me with Carl Smith, and we talked, and he explained in detail how it worked, that I have the papers and they can be registered because it was all recorded when they was whenever he was collected. So my point is, I'm not picking on Carl or Mr. Carl, and I'm not picking on Miss Judy at all. They've done nothing but help me. But my deal is, how can one puppy make it another? Let's go back to some of these street dogs. Let's go to the Mountain Jackson dogs. How many Mountain Jackson dogs are white? I mean, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure nothing was ever slipped in them. They're probably just red and brindle and black like all the rest of the cur dogs, but they sure have a lot of white spots on them.
Well, it's selection. You select the ones that's got a lot of white. You select the ones that's got a lot of white. And, white shows up.
Yeah. I guess that sounds really good, Shane. I like your
That's
idea.
a dominant gene, is what he's saying.
Yeah. You make it homogeneous.
Yeah, a lot of them are really long ball mouth dogs too.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's selection too. So if you select the ball mouth and breed it to another ball mouth, generally that makes a third one a ball mouth.
Yeah, Shane's hunted with me. He knows I got a ball mouth dog, but he's as black and tan colored as there is. I mean, I guess the white under his belly wasn't enough to be 33 1/3%. I guess we were safe there. I don't know, but
you just barely missed it.
I just barely missed it. I think I was like at 24% or something like that. I don't know. Look, I know that probably after this first podcast here, I'm probably going to be like the first guy banned from OMCBA for the last 20 years, but it's okay. I mean, I really wanted to, when you called me today, I was like, hell yes, I want to tell the story. I want to tell exactly what happened. That way there's not a bunch of guessing going on.
I like it. Let's get it out there and open.
Yeah, lay it out there.
What about, we had a question for you, and Shane was going to come up with it. You got the dogs in mind, Shane?
Man, I told you I have nothing. Zero.
Well, come up with us. You ever heard of hunt, sell, cull?
Yeah.
Hunt, sell, cull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm fixing to get my ass kicked right here because I heard Shane cull a dog last week, and it like to kill my soul. But
I manifested his death. That was not intentional either.
I mean, there's probably people coming from the Carolinas going to kill you with long black coats and suits and ties. They're going to kill you.
And I'm a fan. I am a fan. I like it. But anyway, or I'm right. That could be a possibility too.
Well,
right.
It's a good call.
Just to preface this, you would be amazed at how many people I had message me. That now friends, not malicious, but there's like, I can't believe y'all put a podcast out 2 days after he died.
Before.
And no, it was 2 days after he died. The podcast come out, but
Okay.
we
Yeah.
recorded
we
a
did it
week
before,
before.
Yeah.
So we didn't know at the time that it was going to happen.
All good dogs go to heaven, and anybody that thinks Goldtooth was not a good dog is crazy. I don't care
One of
if
the
he's got
best.
gorilla, probably the GOAT in my opinion. And I mean, if somebody ever badmouths him, now was he a producer? I don't know. I mean, I don't see. I know right now leading the LMC, there's a Goldtooth puppy, and I think she's just running away with the LMC. Now, it hadn't been but a couple hunts, but she's running away with it right now. So he may be a great producer. I don't know how much breeding they did. I can tell you that I tried to breed to him 3 or 4 times, and the logistics never worked out. So that's why I bought the Razor dog. And I said that in the last podcast. It just never worked out to be able to catch her with the chilled semen.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, so I got 3 dogs for you. They're all dead, by the way. So this is in their prime.
Okay, because right now, have y'all ever had the police behind you and you get that hot feeling inside?
Many times.
I'm hot right now. I feel like I'm fixing to answer this wrong.
Well, all 3 of them are dead, and I will let you know if you mess up.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm with you.
That way we don't make anybody mad. All right, so here's your 3 dogs: Streak, Jukebox, Hummer.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I want to plead the 5th right now. I mean, I honestly do not have much streak blood in my kennels. So we're going to talk about this for a second. Yeah, I'm fixing to have a little. Yeah, so I do think that 2 of those dogs are dogs that changed the OMCBA. And I think that would be Streak and Jukebox. Because if you listen to the podcast on the Jukebox dog, there was a story about how he came from an old Indian. And what I gathered, and I may be completely wrong, there was actually no papers even at the time. And somehow he got in. However it was, I'm great for that because I have a pile of Jukebox dogs here at my house. And, of course, I own a son of Hummer. So here's where we're going to go with what I have right here. Oh, man, no, I feel like I'm peeing in somebody's ear when I go this.
You are.
I know.
And I'm going to make sure that they know it.
I'm gonna hunt Hummer because he was a more modern-day dog that has a really big motor and has produced a lot of dogs. I'm going to these last 2. I don't know. I'm gonna sell Streak because he probably was the number 1 reason the OMCBA is still in business, and I'm gonna put him in somebody else's hands that's a lot better than me. And I'm damn well not culling Jukebox. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're culling
it. You're giving him to a good home, you're
giving it to a ditch,
a lady. Yeah,
that's what I'll do. Okay, I can do that because I'm not culling him as far as my culling process. He's not going to be that dog.
Chuck Gaeto hit me up. I could get you his number.
No, hell no. I feel like I've already made the man mad, and I hadn't ever even met him. And I think Shane lied just now. I think he had all these dogs watch here. I'm going to act like I don't have nothing, and I'm going to name 3 of the greatest dogs in history and make him look dumb on this first podcast.
I would not.
Hey, if y'all can't tell,
not Ducie.
If y'all can't tell, I had to mix me a little toddy for the body for this first podcast. I needed to be a little loose-lipped. I didn't want to be old polite Ducie like I usually am.
It looks like y'all are having a tornado.
No, that's me rocking, dude. No, dude, fat guys rock. Fat guys rock. I mean, I'm in the chair.
I didn't know if y'all was having a tornado or what.
Would y'all like to see the ultimate squirrel dog? Would y'all like to see the ultimate squirrel dog?
Yeah, let's see.
You got a picture of Jukebox in there that you just called?
Listen. Now look, we're going to talk to you. Sadie, would you like to talk to Daddy? You want to talk on?
Good.
Hey, that's a Mullins. That's a Mullins Feist.
That is a Mullins Feist. And she, look, now that mean ass, come here. Now she's going to come sit with me. Look at here. Come on, get your butt over here. Is that crazy? She's the ultimate dog that will knock your dog off a tree. I don't care if you have a hound or brutal cur. This specimen right here, talk to him.
Did you clip her
talk
ears?
to him.
Like a boxer?
Hell no, she's wanting to bite me. She's pinning them. Oh, she ain't got no teeth.
Oh.
What?
I thought
Smile
that was
for
one
him,
of them pit bulls or something with them ears.
That dog come from Jody Mullins' house.
Ain't it funny you say that? I actually made the trip to, was it Bearden, Arkansas? Is that where he's at?
Yeah.
I went there myself and got him, and me and Jody sat on the porch 13 years ago, and I bought Sadie from him. And I'm going to tell you, I gave a mint for. I gave $2,200 for 13 years ago from Jody.
Worth every penny.
Worth every freaking penny. Hey, guys, what's the name of this new podcast that we're in?
Plussed Up.
Plussed Up Podcast.
Yeah.
Plussed Up. Where do we find it?
That's a great question, Ducie. That's a great question. We might not even air this, but like this is not my expertise. This is not my field, but probably iTunes, your Apple Store,
so
any place where
let me
you get
fill
podcasts, Podbean. Hang on, you turn me loose.
You didn't even know.
Shop. What? Yeah, I don't know.
Shopify.
Yeah, Shopify.
Oh, okay. So you can find us on all major platforms, audio only on those. It will be Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Podbean, and then the video version will be on YouTube, Plussed Up Podcast. We'll have, you can see us with our guest.
Yeah. The pup.
And
if you're not listening to the pup, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yes, sir.
Barking up the wrong tree, baby.
That will be on the intro. That's funny.
I think.
What about? Hang on. Let's do a little commentary right here.
All right.
You know this guy right here?
Ghetto off.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Is that cappuccino?
So my question is, how long does Scott Casiopo leave his truck in the woods to let all them leaves fill up?
Well, probably as long as Wade Hildebrand mounts those tree stumps down there in South Arkansas to lay all them squirrels in. He's the only guy I know that mounts driftwood where he can put squirrels in it. And look, good old boy Shane there, he's in it too.
Yeah.
So for the people that can't see it, this is a Facebook picture of Scott Casiopo. He is in a, what is that, a Toyota?
Looks like a
regular
Nissan,
cab Toyota two-wheel drive.
I'd say a Nissan hardbody is what is my guess.
And no dog box. No dog box. He's got enough debris in the back. I guess the dog just lays in the back. And
that dog
tailgate
rides
full
up
of
front,
squirrels.
I guarantee
Come on,
that dog rides up front. That dog rides up front.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm telling you.
All right. We're down to last one for you, Ducie. We have a Facebook
I'm ready.
question. We all gonna just kind of spitball this Facebook question. It's gonna come up. I'll read it out loud, but y'all be able to read it with me. You ready?
Yeah.
It says, I am currently an OMCBA owner and considering taking a treeing Feist, but I'm not familiar with the Feist bloodlines. Looking for recommendations on some of the top bloodlines for squirrel hunting Feist dogs. Where should I start, and what do you like about the line?
Me first, because I know Shane's fixing to steal my post. I'm going to go with the Mullins Feist because they are weird as hell. They are weird as hell, but once you get one on your side, you have a sure enough tree dog. I have one sitting out here on my porch right now. And every time I walk out that door, I can walk out right now and show you. He's going to pull to the back 40 right here, and you're going to hear him treat in 30 seconds. And I am a Mullins Feist guy. They are weird, kind of like Shane is weird, but they are tree dogs. That's what I'm going with.
Well, speaking of weird, he's got some grasshoppers in the background.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. In the kangaroo reading a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, you up?
Yeah. Okay. So I need, like, I'd like to ask this guy a question. Is he wanting to competition hunt, or is he wanting to squirrel hunt, like pleasure hunt?
If you want to talk to him, his name's Daniel Honeycutt, but I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I think it said Dylan, didn't it? Did that say Dylan?
It's Dylan. It is said Dylan. Yeah. Go ahead.
There's a lot of good lines out there. I've had really good success with the Mullins line. I'm partial to it. Jody's one of my best friends. But there's a lot of good lines. The Dexter line's a great line of Feist. The Champ line's a great line of Feist. The Barger line, I've seen some really good Bargers. So what I would do if I was him, I would go to maybe some Feist hunts and go on some casts with some different people. And if he sees the dog that he likes, so he likes the way they hunt, because some dogs don't hunt deep, some dogs hunt super deep. Find out what he likes and ask him questions. Perhaps get a pup from them, or get a pup from where they got their dog from. But I would. So Feist is not really a breed; it's a type. And there's, from all different ends of the spectrum. So you'll get some that are hard charging, deep. Like I've got one that he goes too deep. He's a 1,000-yard dog. But if I go out of town, he might go over some hollers and go over some hills and get in a holler somewhere, and you can't hear him.
Yeah.
And he'll walk you to death. Trees a lot of squirrels when he's in trees. When he's in squirrels, but hunt with different dogs, different people. Don't buy the hype, good or bad. Buy the dog. Don't buy the hype. Buy the dog.
Don't buy the hype. Buy the dog. All right. I guess I'm gonna go a little different route. If you're pleasure hunting, so I get asked a lot with our other podcast about people not wanting to sell them dogs because they don't go to competition hunts and they want good bred dogs. Well, I tell them, are you wanting a competition hunt? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well, you probably don't want one of them dogs. You don't want a dog that's going to go 1,000 yards to pleasure hunt in between cuts. You probably want one that bird dogs a little more. So if you're wanting to pleasure hunt, you don't necessarily need to go to these top competition dogs because they're probably going to breed more like themselves to where they're going and getting treed at great distances. So maybe grandpa's uncle's cousin has a Feist dog or whatever down the road. I promise you one thing. It don't have to have the best set of papers to be a heck of a squirrel dog. So my opinion, if you're wanting a pleasure hunt, you don't have to. Now, I think going to known reproducers obviously helps in the aspect of more likely to be a nice dog, but it's not a necessity.
Yeah. Dude,
I can't hear you, Ducie.
Yeah, you're muted. Who? You got Ducie muted?
No, he must have muted himself. Hello? Hey.
Yeah, he's going to start doing sign language.
I don't know.
Oh, he left.
He's out.
All right,
Disconnected.
So, peace out, Ducie.
Yep.
Dang, I was going to talk to him about raising 10 litters a year.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
That was a pretty good guess, though, Ducie.
Yeah, like I want to. Yeah, I'll get on to him now since he can't defend himself. Yeah.
Is this the rumor mill? Is this the rumor mill?
Well, I mean, it's not a rumor.
Or is it a fact
he
mill?
said
Is it a fact mill or is it a rumor mill?
I guess it's fact because he's the one that said he raised 10 litters a year. And that's some supplemental income right there, player.
Paying for trucks and stuff.
Yeah, no joke.
He paying for hay cutting equipment.
No, so like I don't have an issue with people raising big litters. Like I think you should raise as many litters as you can afford. The breeding books that I've read, the best breeding books that I've read, that's one of their strategies. You breed as many puppies as you can afford. And
he's back.
He's back. Oh, there he
What's
is.
up?
Yeah.
Well, I lost all of that. I mean, I'm so mad right now. All I heard, he gone. Okay,
Yeah.
where'd I miss?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. I'll paraphrase. I was talking shit about you about raising 10 litters a year and being a puppy mill, but I was taking your side. Like,
Because
I don't think you
go
are.
ahead.
I don't think you are a puppy mill. Like, I think, like I don't have an issue with raising a lot of pups. I think it's great. I think it's like the more good dogs you can get out there, the better it is for everybody. And let's say you're raising, so let's say you're raising 10 litters a year, and you got an average of 5 pups a litter, and you're getting an average of 1 super dog out of every litter. Well, if you only raise 1 litter a year, that's 1 super dog a year.
That's correct.
If you raise 10 litters a year, like your numbers go up substantially. Just like a 5A school usually has a better football team than a 1A school. You got more to pick from.
I agree
That's how I see it.
100%. I mean, and I love your thought on that. Look, I do it because I like it. Like my puppy brooders, they all have air conditioners in them. They have heaters in them. I mean, for a big old fat redneck, I got a pretty nice setup. Now, it's not state of the art with all the nice looking stuff, but a man right here next to me has a sawmill, and I had all my puppy brooders built out of white oak. I mean, it's nice. It's really nice.
Oh, your puppy meal boxes? Is that
all
what
my
you said?
puppy meal boxes, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in how do you say it? If you're really wanting a puppy, give me a call. I'll hook you up. I got I have a jukebox dog, which I culled. I have a Hummer dog, and I think have a Mountain Jackson dog there now, a pale-faced dog from Cody Pritchard.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
was
be
Mountain
honest.
Jackson?
I can't believe you.
Well, yeah, me too. I figured he might. How many world championships did Jukebox win? It was a bunch, wasn't it?
A shitload,
like 20
Shane.
something.
Y'all didn't give me a chance. Y'all really killed me. I mean, look at Siri right now. She's won everything in the world.
Yeah.
I want to play the same
game
game right now because Cody has not had to buy, sell, cull, hunt.
I'll do it next season.
Oh,
Yeah,
killing
he's
me.
playing
I want to know
safe.
the same. Yeah, I want to know the same 3 dogs. I want to know what you would do.
Well, the downfall is if you kill streak, they ain't gonna be.
Don't worry. Yeah. Who said anything about killing? Who said anything about killing?
Huh?
Who said anything
You did
about
when
killing?
you said cull. You said cull.
That doesn't mean kill. That doesn't mean kill.
Ain't Josephine.
Yeah.
Do I need to
You
look
give
at
it
the
to-
Do I need to look this
Cull
definition up?
Cull means pulling it out of your breeding program.
Oh, he's on the spot right now, ain't he? Look at that look on his face. He is so scared right now.
What I would do.
So, yeah, let's hear it.
So what I would do is I would probably take Streak, breed him to a female, get a puppy, and breed it to Hummer.
So which one
And
you
I
selling?
cull both of them and keep. I'll probably call them both.
Yeah.
I'm a hunt jukebox.
Yeah.
And he's gonna bite you.
I'm a
at
hunt
the tree.
jukebox. Chuck,
Yeah.
you remember
Yeah.
this? I'm hunting jukebox.
Am I right, Shane?
So, just from what I heard he was a little mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. I don't
Hang
know
on.
if that's
Hang on.
towards-
How many
if
times
that-
have you
if
been
that's-
bit by?
How many times what?
Have you been bit by?
Have I been bit?
by
By
jukebox?
Oh, by
jukebox.
any dog? Oh no, well that was
No,
before
jukebox.
my time.
Yeah.
No, I've never
What-
been bit
what-
by jukebox.
Yeah.
Well, hang on now.
Once
That's
if they don't register this
allegedly,
puppy-
like you allegedly have a bird dog puppy that can't get OMCBA papers.
Well, let me tell you this. They can be the best dog in all of God's green earth, and that's a big place. That's a really big place. But if he bites me one time at a tree, he will be on the cull list immediately at that day. We will never have to worry about it again if he's going to bite anybody again.
So let's just go and get this straight. You're culling Hummer in his prime if he accidentally nips you.
Dead.
Huh? No!
So have you ever seen the hounds that like treeing so intensely, and they'll snip like a leaf or anything that gets close to them?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen that?
I've seen
I
it
heard you had to
100
kiss him.
times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heard you had to kiss him on the side of the head. To get
I mean, my mentor showed me how to get a dog out of that. And, we're gonna
Do you
save
mind
that for
telling us?
Off air. I'll save that for the DVD.
Okay, because
No,
I'm the guy that he can make that mistake and be the best dog ever. And as long as it's nip to the air, we're okay.
yeah.
But if it touches my finger, he's like Lewis and Clark, baby. He's history.
Yeah.
I don't care what he costs. I don't care what he costs or how good he is. If I'm feeding him, he's not biting me. My wife will be through the door in a minute, and I work pretty hard today. She's not going to bite me when she walks through that door.
That's right.
You just let that house dog bite you.
Yeah, but that don't even
No
count.
teeth.
No.
No teeth.
No,
That does count. That dog just bit you on camera.
Yeah.
Say,
I expect a picture.
don't you ever
Here in a
bite
little
me
bit.
again.
No. So I had a dog that would reach back because it was treeing so intensely. If anything got close, it would snap. And David Hildebrand showed me how to get it out of it. He would like he put a coat like around his arm and like just bump him and push on him. And you know when he would snap, he'd correct him. And over, I don't know, it didn't take that many times. He got to where he wouldn't do it. And you could get up there and bump and push and push and bump and push around his head, and he wouldn't snap.
I thought that was
It worked
gonna
on
be
him.
off air.
Nah, man.
What I want to know on the correction is how far do you have to shove your arm down his throat when he does that? That's what I want to know.
So
The first
like
bump, and then after that, we're
Yeah.
going to the hush puppy.
You got to put a rear naked choke on him. You put a rear naked choke and you choke him unconscious, and then when he wakes up,
Yeah.
when he wakes up,
Show us
you
the
tie
move.
him back to the tree. Do what?
Show us that move again.
Oh, yeah. So you reach around his collar, behind his ear, and you put a rear naked choke on it, and you pull him down. So if you're from his back, he can't bite you.
Well, do you think maybe I ought to get a coat right now and try this schnauzer and before my wife gets home and try the rear naked choke trick?
You've done said you was finna call her.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it after my wife got home.
Oh, I'm scared of her. She's got a job.
Correction.
That's like having a pump and oil well.
Yeah, that's right.
The correction he's talking about is probably not conducive for women audiences.
Oh,
All right, Ducie, we finna do a little finishing up here, and we're gonna get off of here, buddy. I appreciate you coming on.
Guys, I had fun. This might be my last one to ever get invited to do, but I really had fun. This is 2 podcasts I've done, and I'm 50 years old, and I always think, like, I hate technology. But honestly, this is fun to me. This is as fun as hanging out with a bunch of guys at the camp. I like this.
Oh,
You'll be
this
back.
won't be
You're
the
too
last
opinionated.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too opinionated. I like that.
Good or bad? You're too opinionated.
Hey, and listen, if anybody's interested in a puppy, I know a guy that breeds plenty every year, and I can hook a brother up.
Yeah, he's plugging
any
them.
more of them
How they
puppies?
hey, how do they get a hold of you, Ducie?
Facebook or phone number 318-447-9435. But hit me up on Facebook. And I do. I raise a lot of good puppies every year. And I have some right now that are doing phenomenal off a razor. I truly do.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them.
Y'all will be seeing me within the next month. And I'm going to hunt him at some puppy hunts. I'm going to go to all the puppy hunts I can go to this year. He just turned a year old. And I got another friend, and I think he's got one that's about to turn it on. And he's a big old burly dude, wears a camouflage cap, and he's got like earphones on.
I got a
think
nice
he's got one that's
pup.
about to flip the switch.
He moves around good. He's a big old long lanky sucker. I think if he ever turns it on, man, he's got the tools. He moves well.
You're never supposed
gamey.
to you're never supposed to give credit to the bitch, but in my mind, that's a perfect cross with what we made there, because they're getting that go power of the Hummer dogs, and mine so far is having the accuracy, almost too much accuracy right now, of their mama Gracie. I mean, she's dead accurate.
So they don't slick tree enough for you.
I didn't say that.
We call it gamble in the industry, Cody. We call it gambling.
It's gamble.
They gotta
Yes,
gamble.
you have to gamble a lot with Razor. You have to have like a professional bookie when you're with him. Shane will tell you he's going to put you on the card, but Gracie's going to put
That's
you
right.
on the card with a big plus every time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. Well, Ducie, we appreciate you coming on. If y'all want any puppies or are interested in some of these Razor Gracie dogs or Razor, you got several bitches, I think.
I do. I have
hit him
about
up,
7
man.
or 8 of them.
Man, got some nice pups, throwing out some nice dogs.
Yep. And I thank y'all again.
All right, thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Ducie.
I appreciate you, Ducie.
All right. Now, I really don't know how to get off here, so I'm just going to hit like exit.
I'm going to kick you.
Yeah, we'll go. Bow. Peace out.
Cha-cha!
Yeah.
All right. Just finishing up, man. We got some upcoming hunts. I didn't know if you wanted to. Like I said, this is going to come out be next week.
Next week.
So
you're celebrating my anniversary.
Yeah, with my anniversary.
Yeah. And my wife is so smart. She knew that I wouldn't remember our anniversary date unless she related it somehow to squirrel hunting. And the rifle that I shoot, like my tool that I use is a Ruger 1022. So she made sure we got married on 10/22. That way I'd never forget our anniversary date. So October 22nd, well, we're going to be celebrating our anniversary at the same time. You're going for 10 years, right?
Yeah, 10 years, 10 long, wonderful years.
That's super. Sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting on some beach somewhere with something cold beverage in my hand. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
cool.
We've got several hunts coming up, NSD for sure. Now, when this airs, the UMCA's just got done with their coon hunt, fall hunt in Hazen, Arkansas. Like I said, this is going to be after that. So good luck to the winners. A pretty good luck to the past winners. And we got some NSD hunts coming up. Ohio Division 5, Ryan Clancy's hunt. We got South Carolina, Division III, Damian Deal. Tennessee, 18 dog, $300 invitational with 10 Tipton. I'm pretty sure Michael Harlow's got him an entry in that, so we'll see if he can go up there and win him a little cash. I don't know of the other ones. I guess I assume Tim Tipton has an entry also, since he's hosting it.
Probably.
What do you have anything to follow up on these hunts?
Yeah. I was trying to find, like I'm on Facebook right now on the computer, which I don't ever get on Facebook on the computer, so I'm having some difficulty navigating through here. There's my search button. So there is a NSF hunt, October the 21st in Tennessee. This is the Tennessee Major. Ken Nisley will be hosting this hunt. Ken, if you've never been to one of his hunts, he does about as good as anybody in the country. Like it'll be, he'll have breakfast and lunch, and like he does a heck of a job. And
yeah, the Bearded Bandit does a good job.
Dude, he does. He really does.
Now the NSF, for the people that don't understand, that's National Sporting Feist. Now that's the NSD registry, correct?
That is the NSD registry, and if you have a Feist dog that is not NSD registered, it's not registered to the NSF, you can register them at the hunt, and you will they'll measure your dog and make sure he qualifies within the breed standard of the NSF, and you can register there, and you can sign up, and you can hunt. Now this is going to be the country's best Feist dogs are going to be there. I'm not kidding you. These dogs they compete in open hunts all across the country, but they'll be competing against each other. And this is one of the, I think there's 5 majors, and this is one of them. So this is the last major before the World. So the LMC and the NSF, so the Kerr and the Feist hunt are in December at Land Between the Lakes. But yeah, I'm trying to find this hunt ad, and I can't. Like we started.
Now, how many dogs do you think that there'll be at this hunt?
Probably around 20, give or take.
It's pretty good.
Of the best, not like 20 of the best dogs, and we're talking. And like you never know. It depends on how good it's promoted, and like sometimes it's you know, like I've had one that had 38 dogs at it. And I've also had one that had 5 dogs at it. So it just depends. But Ken always puts on a good hunt, and he's having it. I'll find it here in just a second. It's over at Heath Denny's place, so it's flat. It's super flat. And when I say Heath Denny's place, it's in his area of the world of Tennessee.
So it's not at his coon club he normally hosts at then?
No, it's not. No, it's in a different spot. I'm going to tell you where it's at. If you have the NSD app, you can look on there under the NSF events. I would do that, but I'm using my phone as a webcam right now.
Does it got a flashlight on it?
I need it.
Ducie was giving me seasick over there looking at him rocking in that chair. I thought y'all was having a
so it's Steel
earthquakes.
Springs. It's Steel Springs, Tennessee. That's ESTILL. It's Steel Springs, Tennessee, 230 Park Street, and it's October 21st. The deadline is 7 a.m. It's they have a ton of squirrels. This is over there close to where they have the JPI, the Joey Poston Invitational.
Yeah,
It's over there. They have a ton of squirrels in flat land.
Nice.
And it'll be some super nice Feist dogs. So if you don't have a Feist and you're wanting one and you're interested, I mean, you're in the area, go check them out. You can go hang out with them and the fellowship, the camaraderie is super, and go out and spectate on the cast and see what you like. There'll be a lot of good dogs there.
Yeah. And also, we're planning on announcing winners or special events or such as that. But the problem is keeping up with all of them. So if y'all win a hunt, or if we could get the hunt directors to shoot us a message, we'd like to announce the winners of your hunts. Or if there's a special hunt that's going on that we might not see. I mean, we can't see them all. There's only 10 NSD hunts a day, and then a UMCA and an OMCBA and all these other registries. NSFA, what is that? National Sporting Feist Association. I mean, they throwing out some
it's just NSF. So it used to be the NFBA, and
no, I'm talking about that other one.
What?
The one where they throwing out 1,000+ points.
Oh, with no minus. Yeah. That's the ATFA.
ATFA, yeah. They throwing out. That's what squad dogs are. Yeah, looking at them scorecards, man, them song on treeing them.
You're comparing apples to oranges. Like their rules and how they, I guess how they operate is more like a kill hunt, more like a pleasure hunt, and it's different than like the pro hunt, like the pro style hunt. So like I consider anything where you're playing for money is professional, and everything else is more like amateur. Not saying those dogs can't compete. It's just, if I'm an MMA guy and I'm fighting for money, I'm a professional. If it's no money, you're an amateur.
I'm with you.
And I look at the hunts the same way.
I'm with you. What have we not covered? I mean, we have been on here 30 minutes longer than I said I was going to be on here. What have we not covered for this episode? Like I said, guys, if you have anything to announce, hit us up. I mean,
like we're depending on you because we do not have our shit together. Like we need help. We really need assistance, but we don't have any money, so we can't pay an assistant. I would like to plug a sponsor, Icon Fitness, where they take a unique approach to fitness and physical health. Like your physical fitness is really big for hunting. So if you can get in better shape, you can go to get to the tree faster. If you can get to the tree faster, like it's all timed, right? You got a 90-minute cast, but if you can get to the tree, if you can get to one tree 20% faster because you're in better health, you've lost 30 pounds.
So the strategy is run to your tree and walk to others.
If they don't see you.
Yeah, okay.
You can only do that if they don't see you. So you can have two gears. Your tree, their tree. I actually know an older fella that has two gears. Like, and he'll play that card too. Like, I'm an old man when he's walking to your tree. But when he's walking to his tree, you got to have track shoes on to keep up with his ass. Like he can get it. I won't call his name on here, but I'll talk shit about him behind his back. But I'm just playing. He's a good dude. I won't say his name though. Not yet.
Yeah, Icon Fitness. Where are they located?
Icon Fitness, Spring Hill, Louisiana, downtown Spring Hill.
Yeah, Icon Fitness. Shane's gone. Yeah.
Anyway, Icon Fitness, downtown Spring Hill. Yeah, holler at them. We can hook you up.
I like it. And also, guys, shoot us some messages, questions, Facebook comments that you want us or whatever. Hit us up. Let us know.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no? I hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, I got you. I was
So-
coming in at two different places. Yeah, so
Give us
that's
final note.
all we got. Final note. Like I said earlier, don't buy the hype, buy the dog. Tune in next time where you might hear, some more rumors.
The rumor mill.
Mhm.
All right, I'm finna hit this intro music again for the outro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dog best wearing Garmin Alpha wearing free stealing, world champion, son of a gun.
And Cody Moreland.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till
We're not liable for your dog if you kill your dog.
on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.
Semi-professional score dog handler.
Want to bluff, I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy.